Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the big talking points from social media, and we're going to start with the WWE news folder because here, news coming through, but not from a source that I'm very familiar with. Andrew Badilla, Money in the Bank set to head to LA. Now, what I can tell you is that a lot of those kind of wrestling outlets have jumped on this news, so we're going to have to wait and see if it's accurate. Obviously, no announcements yet. Only thing that is left is final confirmation, says Sam. So, yeah, interesting. June 7th, Intuit Dome, which I believe was the venue for the very first Raw on Netflix. Very, very cool arena. I think an arena that cost like $2 billion to build. But Money in the Bank 2025, rumored to be coming from there. Then we've got some maybe a little more concrete. So San Diego is expected internally to be the host city of Survivor Series. So this coming from Sean Rossap, this coming from Fightful Select, and yeah, this one feeling a bit more concrete because obviously Sean Rossap, very well known in the wrestling news world. So there we go, a couple of potential big announcements on the way in regards to where PLEs could be taking place this year. A fan jumped in to ask Sean saying, when do we think this year's Saudi PLE is going to be? And Sean said June or July. Now, the rumor here is that Money in the Bank's going to be June, so that would sort of indicate to me we could be looking at July for Saudi Arabia. So I'm thinking we're going to have WrestleMania in April, Backlash in May, then we're going to have Money in the Bank in June, then we're going to Saudi Arabia in July. I actually don't know when SummerSlam is this year. Are we looking at August for that? So, that's an interesting one, actually. When is... I do have a window open here. Has SummerSlam been announced yet? SummerSlam 2025. Yeah, it is scheduled to be August. MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it's looking like that's August. So, SummerSlam would then fit in quite nicely there. So, there we go. There we go. We're getting some real clarity, or hopefully soon we're going to get some clarity on what a good chunk of the PLEs are going to be and where they're going to be in 2025. Right, Indi Hartwell has revealed in a YouTube video that after her release, she received a text from AJ Styles encouraging her to keep pushing forward, not give up, and remember that everything happens for a reason. AJ Styles is a real one. He says, if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. And he sent that on November 9th, 2024. So how cool is that from AJ Styles to Indi Hartwell? Indi Hartwell, who I believe tonight is actually facing Mercedes Moné on the indie scene. So, yeah, that'll be fun. Triple H said Barcelona was incredible, passionate, electric, and loud. Brussels, you're up next. See you for Raw. So there we go. Monday, we will be in Brussels for Monday Night Raw. Yeah, this is interesting because I have never heard this theory before, and I'm really surprised I've never heard this theory before. I don't know this to be correct. So, Luke, I'd love to get some more information if you've heard that this is correct. But someone asked, like, how does Green Shirt Guy always get to be in the front row? The rumor that I've always heard is that he's got a connection within WWE. It's not that he's just rich. It's that he knows someone that can, like, secure that same seat for him. But Luke's saying, actually, and I do remember this happening, but I didn't know that it was this guy, right? I'm still not sure 100% that it is. But Luke says he's the fan that CM Punk attacked ages ago. This was like, this was a little while before he left. So we're looking 2013, something like that, 2012. After that, WWE gave him lifetime access to events. So this is a CNN report. This was, you know, a big deal. So this was on a Raw where he went into the crowds. He got knocked. Bang! Right? Started like jabbing away at a fan because he'd got knocked a couple of times. And I think he just reached his breaking point, right? And here, look, there, that bit where he gets knocked in the back of the heads. You can sort of see someone knocks him in the back of the heads. Bang. The thing is, though, I don't think it was. I think it was a case of mistaken identity. Because if you look at the hand, I think it's this guy here in the white that actually pushes him. There it is. You can see it's this guy here in the white. He's got his hand behind CM Punk's head. You can just see the hand there. It's this guy in white. He then pushes CM Punk. CM Punk turns around. Boom! It's dude in the black that gets it. And what Luke's saying is that is green shirt guy. And you can see, I mean, I don't know if it's just the facial hair, but you can see the resemblance. Again, remember, this is going back to what, 2013-ish? So, you know, bang, and jabs him there as well. Now, I remember this, but I don't remember ever hearing that this was green shirt guy. I don't know. I don't know if this is true. I think it's a very interesting theory, and it's honestly the first time I've heard this. So I wanted to kind of bring it to your attention, because I know what you're like, you sleuths, you Sherlock Holmeses out there. Could there be some truth to this, that because Punk did that, WWE then gave him like front row seats for the rest of his life so that he didn't press charges? Don't know. Really interesting. Luke, you'll have to let me know, where did you hear this, or are you just putting two and two together? Because I can see it. Dude does look like him. I can see it. Interesting. Right. Anyway, let's move on. So, card for Raw on Monday in Belgium is stacked. Right, John Cena and Cody Rhodes are going to face off. I mean, they're going to be in the same room. There's no way Cody's not going to want to confront Cena. Whether Cena is going to actually talk to Cody is going to be a different thing. It's being advertised that they're under one roof. That's all we're getting there, right? It could be a segment, but I wouldn't be shocked if Cena's in the ring talking and like being a bit vague, and then Cody comes out and Cena just jumps out the ring. They might want to leave us waiting, you know, for us to get that confrontation, to get that back and forth, or we could get it Monday. Don't know. Everyone's going to want to be seeing what goes down there. Bron Breakker versus Finn Balor IC title match. That match, of course, made last week by Dirty Dom. We've got Ludwig against Penta in a no-holds-barred match. Jey Uso against Austin Theory. Dakota Kai takes on Ivy Nile and a European crowd. It's true, we are going to be in Belgium. Really not sure what the Belgium crowd are going to be like, though. I really don't know. So I'm interested to see how that comes across. Belgium, when I think of Belgium, I don't think of like rabid wrestling fans, soccer fans. When I think of Spain and England and Italy and Germany, I do. But I'm not so sure about Belgium, so I don't know. Even I'm interested to see how the fans are going to come across. Okay, WWE were in Dortmund, Germany, right? Great crowds. And honestly, I had a look at some of the images. Everyone was just talking about Rhea versus Liv. Rhea versus Liv is all the pictures that I could really find. And that seemed to be what everyone was focused on. We do have a little bit of footage of some other bits. But here you can see we've got after their cage match, I believe. In Germany, a show of respect there between Gunther and AJ Styles. Just gives you an idea of the crowd as well. There we go. Look at that. That gives you a better idea. Jay has got Germany rocking at the live event. This is just a house show. This is a house show. Dude, this looks like a PLE. It's a flipping house show in Germany. So how amazing is that? Whole crowd yeeting away tonight in Germany. There he is. So over. And then we've got quite a bit on Liv and Rhea. So here we've got footage from their match. I guess Mommy is always on top. So here, look, we've got Rhea. She goes down, grabs Raquel, looks to plant her through this table. Powerbomb, boom! And she does, but she's not going for the pin. Goes over. Lovely kick there to Liv. Gonna set up the Riptide. You can see that Raquel has made her way into the middle. Riptide onto Raquel. And Liv is pinned by Mommy. Mommy is always on top. So there we go. Spoiler. Spoiler. We got this as well. So Matt, shout out to Matt. In other news, Dominik Mysterio stole my glasses and my girlfriend's sign to yeet with Jey. So Jey was making his way down, and I think Dominik was probably trying to mock Jey right? I'm guessing that's what was happening here. So, it's quite the image. Him putting on Jay shades, yeeting and holding a yeet sign. So, check this out, right? So, we've got Dominik, and he's just about to get these glasses. He's about to grab this fan sign as well. And as I said, I think this is during Jay's entrance. And I think this is probably him mocking him, right? And having a bit of fun with him. So, here we've got, if it'll just load, bang. So he tries to grab, like, is yeeting away, like, having a bit of fun. Yeah, give me the glasses, give me the glasses. You give me the sign, you give me the glasses. Right? Gets the glasses, he puts the glasses on, he's yeeting away. He goes to get the sign. Right? Grabs the sign. Look at this. What an image. That is definitely thumbnail material, man. And rips it up. I did wonder if he was going to just chuck the glasses on the floor, but he didn't. He did actually give those back. So, there we go. Rhea flipping Ripley. Yeah, I saw quite a few reacting to this. Boom! Over she goes. Down goes Liv. I was like, should I include that? But so many people were sharing this clip that seemed to really resonate with fans. I was like, I'll put it in then. Fade says Liv Morgan has arrived. You won't guess what she did to the Rhea Ripley sign. Yeah, she's taking sign disrespect to a whole new level. Check this out, right? So here she spots the mommy's always on top, snatches them, right? Rips them. Classic, traditional, right? Mommy's always on top. Don't think so. Oh, I'll cry about it, right? And then we got another one here. She's my mommy. She rips that. Oh my God. Things get extreme. Things get extreme. So Liv going to a whole new level. The full match of AJ Gunther Steel Cage match in Germany has been uploaded on Wrestle Vlogs. So someone recorded and uploaded the cage match if you do want to see that. Yeah, and I wasn't sure whether to include this. I was like, But it seems like she had a wardrobe malfunction. I think it was her bra that broke, but it was the shirt that kind of stopped anyone from seeing anything. You can see her facial reaction there, like, oh, that was close. So there we go. I don't know if it was a bra that went. Her bra didn't hold, but the cut-out top did, said Juck. So a bit of a wardrobe issue here by Rhea. But thankfully for her, that top held, right? She responded. My Damian pre-shirt said, you ain't gonna see my Terror Twins. Damian laughing in response. So the world nearly saw Rhea Ripley's Terror Twins there. And that was the pin. We saw this, obviously, Raquel going through the table. This is a different angle. And, well, I mean, I saw quite a few people saying they wouldn't mind being Raquel Rodriguez here. So there we go. It's a house show event. This is happening at a house show. So there we go. So just a glimpse of what went down over in Dortmund. I thought I did have, actually, a message somewhere. Maybe I put it in the wrong folder that had all the results. Maybe that will pop up later in the video. Right, let's go over to fun, shall we? So here Charlotte Flair says, looks like this new queen has come from Temu, right? And then that sparked a whole back and forth. But I thought that was a pretty fun little line. Look at that. I got tagged in this quite a bit. There's even a video doing the rounds of Jordynne Grace receiving these boots. Even the cat's looking like, what the hell's going on here? But Jordynne Grace said, it's over for y'all. So, Casper, shout out to you. I mean, I don't expect to see her wearing this on the show, but who knows? Who knows? There is a video of it arriving and her putting them on in the driveway. Trying to walk in them. She doesn't do too bad, actually. Right, he's so funny without even trying. Tama Tonga says, no, I'm not. So he gets asked, who do you prefer? There's some real tricky ones in here, so it is a fun thing to watch.
Sami Zayn versus Jimmy Uso.
But I have to pick Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy Uso? Jey Uso.
Why's it gotta be all those guys? Jey.
Jey Uso. Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu. Roman Reigns.
Jacob Fatu.
Easy.
Okay, yes. Jacob Fatu. Solo Sikoa.
Solo Sikoa.
Okay.
The Tribal Chief. Solo Sikoa. Tama Tonga.
Tama Tonga.
Tama Tonga. The Rock.
Tama Tonga.
Tama Tonga. Haku.
Sorry, Dad.
Sorry,
Tama
Dad.
Tonga.
Tama Tonga is the winner. Sami Zayn.
So I couldn't tell if it was like, who do you prefer or who would win in a match, right? But there's some good one there, like Jimmy versus Jey, or Solo against Jacob, or bringing in his brother, Tama Tonga, then bringing in his dad, Haku. I do forget sometimes that his dad is Haku. I think it's because he does a lot of bumping around and a lot of selling and, gets pinned a fair bit. Like, he's the one in the group that tends to take the L. And it's like, oh, I don't know how often Triple H is going to be able to get away with that. He does not want Haku knocking on his door going, we need to talk about my boys. So Triple H, be careful. Be careful. Don't make the mistake I'm making and forgetting that his dad is one of the most dangerous men that's ever been in WWE. So you definitely don't want that knock on the door. So I thought that was kind of fun. So Vic, thank you. Jey Uso watching Moana 2 during his flight to Germany. I thought that was surprising. Surely he's seen it already. So I've got to imagine this is a repeat viewing or I don't know. But there we go. He was checking out Moana 2. And Johnny, shout out to you. Angelo Dawkins said, what's better than winning the tag titles? Winning the US tag titles. Shout out to Usos. So obviously that was the botch that Jimmy made on SmackDown when he was talking about going for the United States or the US title. He accidentally said the US tag title. We covered it in yesterday's Unseen. There was a couple of little slip-ups yesterday, one from Solo, one from Jimmy, and Angelo Dawkins just having a little bit of fun today with that. Let's go over to other, see what we've got in here. Mama Rhodes has got a message for John Cena. She says, John, you should be ashamed of yourself. You had a beautiful career, everybody loved you, and now you're just an a-hole. So that coming from Wrestle Binge, Mama Rhodes with a few words for John Cena. Dr. Chris Featherstone has come out. You might remember and responded. You might remember that he was the wrestling source, wrestling journalist that came out and said Drew McIntyre was going to win Elimination Chamber. And he's kind of come out with quite a lengthy post, just with lots of information in there. He said, it happens. No one can bat 1,000. My work speaks for itself. I take great pride in being reliable and accurate. I've built my 15-year portfolio as a pro wrestling journalist. I'm always looking to expand my sources. He says that match spoilers aren't worth the energy. I think I'm going to scale back on that. He says he likes to triple or quadruple check the status, but the Drew report was just 2 days before the event. I only had chance to double check on a phone call. It says that, unfortunately, the source that I got the information from was a newer source. They had given me an accurate report before, though, and I was told this information was based on discussions backstage. So, he basically kind of tries to go in to explain it. So I have retweeted that if people want to have a read of that. If you're someone that kind of engages with wrestling news and engages with the rumor side of wrestling, this will be a name that you'll be familiar with. So getting his response to the Drew McIntyre spoiler that never was is kind of interesting for some, but granted not for everybody, so that's why we're not going to sit down and read the whole thing. So I have retweeted it though. Right, here DJ Jackie Boy, shout out to you. Sami Zayn says fine company and fine food. So here he is out, right, for a meal with friends, and that is that Kieran McCulkin, is it? I don't know. I didn't even know that Macaulay Culkin had a brother until he popped up the other day on the show. Right, I'm not very good with celebrity culture, but it seems like that is Macaulay Culkin's brother, who is an actor, famous actor in his own right, and out for a meal with Sami Zayn. This is what they enjoyed, right? Whatever that is. If I can go full screen. So, yeah, I don't know what this is. I would say it looks nice, but I would be lying. And then here is some woman putting 4 splodges out for them to enjoy. So, love that for them. And then these are all the people that resulted in those 4 splodges coming together. And whatever the flip that is. So, and that's salad, an amazing side salad as well. So, I hope Sammy had a great time, though. Yeah, because these people work hard. Yeah, these people worked hard to put that meal together. It takes an army of hundreds. Look at them all. Look at all these chefs in the background. What, you think that you could create something as good as that salad? Sit down. You don't know food. Yeah, you don't know food. You don't know food like me and Sammy know food. Right, we've got this as well. I like to present all the sides that I can. So, Wrestle Purists, obviously we looked at this story yesterday about Jade and Shayna. I don't understand this Amanda person who said, Chelsea Green, stop spreading rumours and misinformation. How did Chelsea get involved in this? I don't know. I don't know how Chelsea got dragged into this. She was not mentioned in this, right? So I don't know why Chelsea's been tagged. I don't understand this. But Chelsea responded. She says, Amanda, please, and I am trying to say this as kindly as I can, F off, F right off, unless you are here and you know what you are talking about, you and the rest of these internet trolls. I wonder if she's like an internet troll then. I wonder if she is like a Chelsea Green hater and she just takes any opportunity to like hate on Chelsea Green. And she's maybe trying to make out that Chelsea spread this information. I don't know. But she said, you and the rest of these internet trolls who deem someone guilty without any information are the problem. And that's on misinformation. So I don't quite get all of this, to be honest. Obviously, this coming from Wrestling Observer, newsletter, radio, kind of what had gone down backstage. You always have to take it with a pinch of salt because there's two sides to every story. I don't know if Chelsea is kind of debunking this or not. I'm not too sure here. Seems like she's got an issue with this person as well. So it's all getting very messy. But yeah, it would kind of feel a bit incomplete to not kind of bring this to your attention. Right, CM Punk talking about training Seth Rollins in never seen before footage. Yeah, so I think this is on WWE Vault. There is unseen CM Punk footage, which is really interesting, right? Talks about how he like barged in to have a word with Vince back in the day. Talks about how there was things that just weren't working for him, like creatively, and how he like knew he was screwed. And this bit where he talks about how he started a training school with Ring of Honor. Seth Rollins came along, and this was like years and years and years and years and years ago. This is like early 2000s, and it kind of like talks about that. So if you are interested in like some unseen CM Punk kind of interview footage, talking about his career, talking about some behind the scenes stuff, then I think it's gone up on WWE Vault. So Daniel, thank you. Dominik with that John Cena hug to Finn. He's going to destroy Finn. I don't think he'll destroy him, but it definitely feels like something's going on there. And they've done a really good screenshot there, haven't they? I mean, look, he's got the IC title opportunity against Bron Breakker. It's going to be Finn versus Bron. It's going to be very interesting to see what goes down. Has a trap been set? Because there's been tension between these two for a little while. So, yeah, King Yeet Newsletter. Thank you, buds. And here it's Kaz. Thank you, my friends. So here, look, we've just got the Street Profits celebrating with the Barcelona fans in Spain after that title win. Stuff like we're just getting started now and all that kind of stuff. So there we go. Some little bit of unseen footage there. Right, let's go over to community. Raymond, shout out to you, got a response from Carrion, so that's cool. It's one thing to get a like, it's another thing to get a follow, but to actually get a reply. So, Raymond, shout out to you. Chet said, my wife spoiled me today. Wow. Very cool. I love this series. This is actually currently my favorite figure line. I love these. I really have. I've got loads in boxes, in protective cases. I just love like their old school packaging. They remind me a lot of like LJN, right? The 1980s figures. And there's a lot of legends in this line. But for some reason, Bray Wyatt was like an early figure. I'm not sure why Bray Wyatt was added, but it's great that he was. And it was kind of Mad Hatter Funhouse Bray as well. Very different. Very different. So a very cool series that. I really do like that series. Jey Uso with a Yeet shirt on. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, so many in our community have picked this up. The 6, Bray Wyatt. The Pitch Black match, Bray Wyatt, which I think was his last match. I'm not sure if he had any house show matches after. But yeah, Pitch Black, Fiend, and Go Jitsu. I don't actually know what they are. Super stretchy figures. So you get like a Roman and you get a Cody Rhodes as well. So there we go. So shout out to you, my friend. Some really cool stuff there. And YNW Lucas, shout out to you. Look at that tattoo. Jeez. That's serious commit. That's not like a little thing, is it? That's like all on the kind of top of your, or the bottom of your neck. Look at that. Really cool though, dudes. So YNW Lucas, shout out to you, my friends. Kelly the Wise Lady. Let's come up here. Kelly the Wise Lady said, thank you, Wrestling Days, for the song that's going to be in my head all day. Instead of singing happy birthday to my beautiful daughter today, I'm going to be singing Learning the Ropes. It's a wrestling sitcom that we looked at yesterday in Unseen. But here is a picture of my beautiful girl who turns 20 today. That doesn't make sense in my mind because I was pretty sure that Kelly was only about 21. So, I don't know how this... Perhaps she... I don't know how this has come to be, but I think she should get a happy birthday in the next Unseen video because she is the daughter of the community's wise lady. By the way, I saw I was left out of the thanks folder. Oh, my God. God, I am so sorry. I am so sorry that you have to put up with this woman. Are you afraid that I might push another person out of the way? Mate, I had so much trouble with yesterday's Unseen. Just be thankful there was even one that got uploaded. So, yes, look, I've included it. And you didn't actually, because you was ranting, you didn't even give me the name of your daughter. So, Jezebel, I'm going to have to go with that. I hope you have a very happy 20th birthday. And I am just honestly so sorry for the situation that you find yourself in. So, yeah, happy 20th birthday. I remember being 20. It was only last year. Good year. Yeah, it's a good year. You're gonna have fun. Yeah. So shout out to you and great Beatles shirt as well, by the way. Tony said, we've got an Oba Femi signed card. Look at that. Future Stars cards. Oba Femi Auto is really cool. We got another couple of boxes coming and we'll have to see what we get in those. Very cool. Love that. And there we go. That was the community folder. Let's go into thanks and wrap this baby up. So Kieran, shout out to you, my friends. Appreciate it. Love the support. When I start my professional wrestling journey, I want to share my journey with you. Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go. Community folder's always open for stuff like that. Toby, thank you, my friend. Casper, thank you. HQ Last Kicker, appreciate it, buds. Parker, thank you. Wild Child Billy, thank you, my friends. Edwards, thank you. Vic, shout out to you. Kane, thank you, bud. Real wrestling fan, thank you. Jimmy, appreciate it. Jazz, thank you, my friend. Thomas, thank you. It's Kaz81. Shout out to you. Michael, thank you. CM Chunk, shout out to you. Raymond, appreciate it. Shaq Dizel, thank you. Claire Webb, thank you, my friend. Jang Tae Sang, appreciate it as always. Wrestling's biggest fan, thank you, my friends. Sweet Chin Wrestling, thank you. Kelly the Wise Lady, yeah, in the thanks folder, yeah. Well done for making it today. So, twice? Jesus! Twice? Hey, Kelly, this is seriously only just dawned on me. Do you think that you maybe didn't make it yesterday? No. I was going to say, maybe you didn't make it in the last one because you was just a little bit after I'd recorded it or something. I don't know. I'm all confused. How did you make it twice in this one? I don't know what's happening anymore. I don't know. All I do know is I appreciate you watching this video. So thanks a lot for the support, and hopefully I will see you again next time. Bye for now.